Hello everyone and welcome back to Sly Koopa with Chaos Counseling.
The Thievius Raccoonus. The very first...
That would be kind of important to mention.
The very first game of the series that I love, except... Okay, so here's my confession now that we're however many episodes in. Oh, that's gonna suck. I had to pause because I panicked a bit. But, my confession is, I have played the first and second game. The third game, I've watched my cousin play. And unfortunately, I have not played the fourth game yet. It is on my bucket list, and my cousin...
What's the fourth game on?
PlayStation 3, but my cousin has it. 4, actually. It's 4. My cousin has it, and she's the one that got us, everybody, into the series, but she basically was like, Kendall, I have the fourth game. Whenever you are ready, it is here for you. It is here for you to return to it. To return to the right place in your heart again. Where you can put it to rest once again. The sad thing is, the series after the fourth game, it doesn't look like it's coming back. Which is unfortunate because I heard the fourth game ends on a cliffhanger. So...
How come it's not coming back? Did it just not do very well?
So, from what I heard... Now, take this with a grain of salt, I probably have my facts right, but around the time this
You mean you're not have your facts right, or...?
I might not have my facts right, that's what I meant. But, around the time, this is what I heard. So, the first 3 games were made by Sucker Punch. No question there. But eventually, you know, I think Sucker Punch went out of business or something.
Oh. I didn't realize I already had them all. Anyway, continue.
I'm gonna wait until after we get the power up because I don't want to, like, derail, but... The fourth game ended up being picked up by another development studio.
That sounds like Spyro Crash and basically every platformer icon.
Coin magnet technique.
Here's the coin magnet.
All she had to do was stand near money, and it would magically jump into her purse. From now on, you'll automatically collect any coins you come near.
So it just helps collect coins. But, it got developed by another studio, and they changed some things about it compared to the previous 3 games. And I'm sure you're very familiar with this, Luke. Fans went rabid because it was different. And... in my opinion, here's what happened. In my opinion, once the studio saw the outburst and the fans being unsatisfied, they're like, yeah, we're not picking it up. So, there's a 4th game and I will play it and I'm going to love it. As per the norm, I will probably love it. I've seen a little bit of it and it still looks really enjoyable. But, unfortunately, it's probably not coming back, which is a shame because I love this series a lot and I feel like it needs to be noticed more. But unfortunately, there's conflict that happened in the 4th game, and so it kind of lost popularity, which, again, is incredibly sad in my opinion.
Oh, shoot. Bad jump. Almost bad jump.
Alright, it's to tell you, you put it off for as long as possible.
What? Oh, this is the crab level?
You met the crab level.
The crab!
That wasn't even intentional, putting it off.
Nope, yeah.
Freaking crab!
You found it, Sly! This is where Raleigh's gang of crabs stashes his sunken treasure. Use your sub to blast them. The left analog stick controls the sub. Give it a try. Great! Use the right analog stick to fire its gun.
Is this ammo unlimited?
In this one, yes.
You can always drive the sub
In this
one
one?
direction while firing another.
In future games, well, not in top-down shooting things like this. Scratch that.
Take one into a
Usually top-down shooting things in this game,
How do I collect where to shoot him?
you have to shoot it.
No.
So, there is top-down shooting in all games, and I got it confused with something else. Something else will have limited ammo, but top-down shooting stuff like this usually does not. For good reason, because it depends, but. I did have trouble with this the first few times, but once I got the hang of it, it's not too terrible, but it does take a while. But I'm convinced now that I've said that, you're just gonna get it on the first try. I just know it's gonna happen.
This is honestly nothing compared to the damn beavers. Seriously, the controls for that were just broken.
Yeah, they were, partially. Oh, that little guy got stuck.
Good.
Yeah, good job.
Congratulations, you did it!
Did it?
Yeah, you did it.
Well, fuck you, honey.
Hey, honey, Rahu, fuck you.
Fair. Damn it.
Yeah, it's not too terrible. It can, if you're not used to it, it can be hard, but here's the comparison I made. Oh, get ready for the boss. The comparison I made, I'll quickly do this. There's a game, the Nintendo Wii U game, the Mii Land or whatever the thing is called. Abby is really good at the
Nintendo Land.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
really good
gee.
at Animal Crossing.
Hold on.
Mario.
So Abby was really good with the Animal Crossing thing. That's what I was trying to say. I had to stop because we got static. So Abby's really good at the Animal Crossing thing, and the reason it's like you control two different things, and I feel like if you're used to that kind of mechanic, doing this could be a little bit difficult. Because I sucked at that, but doing this is not that bad for me. All right, you ready for the boss?
Yep. No, probably not, but we're gonna do it anyway. Huh. That momentum was kind of weird because it looked like he went up, started coming down, then just went and kept going.
That's okay.
Like,
early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
How delightful. We have a guest. The only thing is, I hate unexpected guests.
Listen, Raleigh. Wipe up my family and steal what's mine? You better expect company.
Oh, I'm ever so sorry. How
we put it in the
sloppy
fridge?
of me not to finish the job. Obviously, we should have snuffed you out as well. So, without further ado, let me make amends by what? Bloating to gargantuan size and squashing you like the insignificant bug that you are.
Bring it on.
oh geez, the clipping on Sly's mouth there on Bring It
Yeah.
On looked weird.
I promise it gets better in future games, but again, first game is always a little rough.
Alright. What?
So he's just like, oh, Loud.
Sure. Huh. Alright. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Okay.
Other shoes drop.
Okay.
Oh, yep. There we go.
That's the shoe, and you didn't even realize it. Except not really. I was trying to think which boss I had the hardest with. I don't know if you want me to talk about it, actually. I don't know if you want those spoilers.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep that a secret, but there are 5 bosses. Each fiendish 5. Raleigh is a frog. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I just barely realized another game that, I mean, I guess it's not a good comparison, but I realized, oh yeah, another game that I kind of played that feels similar to this was the Bomberman games.
Oh,
think that
which
was
one?
Generations and Jetters.
Was that the one?
I never played the N64 one. I only played the 2 GameCube
There were
ones.
2 N64 ones.
Yeah, I didn't play either of those 2.
Oh, so you're talking about the one on the GameCube.
I'm talking about the 2 on the game. Oh, okay. That's how we're playing this.
Okay. That makes more sense, because I was like, wait, which Nintendo 64 one? Because I played one and I wanted to play the other one because it looked interesting to me,
Yeah.
but I just can't remember.
Yeah. Bomberman Generation was my favorite of the 2, albeit Bomberman Jetters had some mechanics I actually... Bitch. Although Bomberman Jetters had some mechanics I actually really liked. It just... I could never beat the final boss, mostly because I couldn't figure out how to hurt the final boss, and this was kind of back when I'm like, I don't want to look up how to hurt the enemies, because I just felt like...
You also couldn't really do that much at
Yeah,
the
back
time.
then. I mean, I could do it now.
Yeah.
But it's also one of those, it's like, I don't know, Bomberman Jetters, or Bomberman in general, given that there's really not a whole lot of strategy to it, if you can't figure out how to do it on your own, there's really no point in playing the game, you know?
Well, I mean, did you ever try the Game Boy Advance Bomberman game?
Nope, I've only ever played
Because
the two Bomberman games for the GameCube, and then an arcade Bomberman game.
honestly,
way back in the day.
the Bomberman game on the Game Boy Advance became so popular amongst my cousins because we were all so close. We like let each other borrow games, right?
There's no way to
because-
crouch, is there?
No.
So I just have to jump over
Yeah.
this, right?
Yeah. You just have to jump over it. There you go.
Blast it all! You've beaten me! Well, gloat all you want, Sly Cooper. You're no match for Mugshot, my villainous cohort in Utah. You'll see. Mesa City is so well guarded, a snake couldn't slither in without setting off alarms.
We're going to Utah.
I'm okay with this.
Raleigh's section of the Thievius Raccoonus held detailed instructions on how to perform my ancestor Ryoichi Cooper's Ninja Spire Jump, a technique he developed while sneaking into the thickly fortified castles of feudal Japan.
I love this.
Finding a way off Raleigh's boat got a little tricky with the untimely arrival of Inspector Fox, who, failing to find me, busted Raleigh and his crew.
Hot chick with gun busts amphibious yuckmouth.
With the storm machine out of commission, boats found their way back onto the ocean, and the mystery of the Welsh Triangle faded from memory. My gang and I loafed around England for a while, enjoying the pleasant weather, and then headed back home, excited for our next heist.
I took the liberty of pinning your mission map up on the wall. You can use it to warp directly to any levels you've already visited.
Yeah, so now you can pretty much go anywhere in that level.
We're all
Well, how
set
are we
to
on
go
time?
To Mesa City.
We have 4 minutes, but go over one. Hi, Murray. You can press X to interact.
Oh, okay.
He's been doing it.
Okay.
He does this.
Alright. That would probably be still a good stopping
We're all
place.
set
You
to
think
go
so?
to Mesa
Yeah,
City.
just because we've only got 4 minutes and...
All right. Next time, we're going to Mesa City in Utah to go find out where Mugshot is.
There's seriously a Mesa City in Utah? I know there's one in Arizona.
I don't think so.
Yeah, oh well.
But, I mean, that's okay. I was, as a kid, I was happy because I was like, oh my gosh, Utah's the state that I'm in. Wow. So, I liked this game for that reason.
That's a good reason.
Yeah, I have, it's nice sometimes. But anyway, that's besides the point. Next time, we'll go to Mesa City. So, see you guys then. Bye.
Bye.